Let me explain something to you. Tank don't look at me as coach. I don't even feel right. Y'all hear this sound? But I'm a man at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And I'm a hustler.
Right.
Second foremost.
I don't hear Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy. Believe in me.
Tank Davis is known for his knockout power in the ring, but his biggest fight right now seems to be outside of it. His longtime coach, Calvin Ford, has finally had enough, admitting that the respect between them is gone. Tension has been building for a while, and now their relationship seems to be falling apart. Ford's frustration has reached a breaking point, sending shockwaves through the boxing world.
Who do you want to see? You, as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him, you're training him all the time, you know him, both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Give me the names. I need names, Calvin. I need names.
You already know. We went down to, we're working on the big four. It was Garcia, that's the first one. Roma, I hope we get him soon. Shakur, he's going to get it. He know he's going to get it. It's just Bob is in charge of that. You know what I'm saying? Bob know what he's doing over there. You can't tell Bob how to run his game because he's like a vet at this. He's been doing it for so many years. That's going to happen. All the fights that we'll want, they have no choice. They're going to take the fight when it's time to take the fight. It's just right now, who's going to take the fight? That's the question.
My journey's crazy. That's why I said that. I said, yo, you can't write this, man. You cannot write this. My experience being gone and all the stuff that I went through preparing me for where I'm at today. You know, yeah, Tank is older. He had the lessons, getting his lessons of what he got to do to take us the rest of the way. And this is his take us the rest of the way fight.
Tank Davis and his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, have shared a successful journey built on mutual respect. But lately, cracks are starting to show. Reports suggest Ford is growing frustrated with Davis, raising concerns about trouble within their camp.
Something to you. Tank don't look at me as coach, he look at me as dad. Do it look like his son supposed to be taking care of dad? I don't even feel right. Y'all hear this sound? Oh, Tank don't pay his coach. Tank gives me anything I want.
Right.
But I'm a man at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And I'm a hustler.
Right.
Second foremost, I came from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? He watched me lose my house, my wife, my family. He watched me do it. It's bigger than boxing.
Right.
Boxing is just a way.
Calvin Ford is a highly respected figure in Baltimore's boxing scene and has been instrumental in Tank Davis's rise from a promising prospect to a world champion. Their relationship goes beyond just trainer and fighter. Ford has also been a mentor and father figure to Davis. This bond has been a key part of Davis's success, providing guidance both in and out of the ring.
Corner at the 6th round and say, my hand is hurting. And if you look at the tape, I said, man, I don't want to hear that. Fight through it. And he done it. Y'all got to give this young man his props. Man, he come in day in and day out. And you hear him keep saying, he fight who they put in front of him. And we don't turn down nothing but our callers. So whatever they say to do, we're going to get the job done. That's the blue-collar way.
Ford's coaching style is rooted in a deep understanding of boxing fundamentals. He emphasizes sharp technique, footwork, and defense, perfectly balancing Davis's raw power and athleticism. Together, they created a winning formula, combining natural talent with smart strategy.
In the gym, the last one out the gym, Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me train him.
How old is he at this point?
He's like 7, 8.
Okay.
A lot of stuff that I was giving my son was giving it to Tank. So it was a perfect fit. The Tank was like the family, you know what I'm saying? And he used to sit at the table because I had another kid named Ramon Manning. He liked to play with them guns, you know what I'm saying? And when I lost him, I was hurt because that was my first time losing a fighter that you put so much into. Remember, I said, Tank, my money running out. And he just looked at me and said, believe in me, coach. Believe. That's what did it.
When he said that, that's...
It's still...
Damn.
I don't hear Tank as Tank as the day I had Tank as that little boy. Believe in me, coach. And he came in the gym one day and he said, Coach, I seen it. I said, what you seen? I had all the belts on me. He said, I'm gonna be that dude. Rest is history.
Damn, I got goosebumps low-key. That's good.
Calvin Ford has been a guiding force in Gervonta Davis's career, helping him navigate both professional and personal challenges. More than just a trainer, he has shaped Davis into an elite fighter. His influence extends beyond the gym, acting as a mentor and advisor, even helping Davis manage relationships with big names like Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 feet in and 1 feet out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
Ford's influence on Davis goes beyond boxing. In many ways, he became the father figure Davis never had, providing structure and guidance in his life. Growing up without a strong male role model, Davis faced the risks of poverty and street life, but Ford helped keep him on the right path.
Tank, when you first met Calvin, the first time you met him, what do you remember at age 7?
When I met him, I think he brushed me off because he had a fight on. He had a fight on right there. I think he brushed me off.
He was a baby.
I was a baby.
He was a baby. No, but guess what? When he got around me, how did that treat you?
Yeah.
He used to be in the gym, and man, I still hear his screaming voice in my head.
Yeah, we was all kids. Like everybody that came up with us, that still with us. We came up like kids. Even Coach Kenny been around.
Their relationship went beyond boxing, with Ford acting as a father figure and offering life advice outside the ring. Many thought their bond was unbreakable, but their split may have been influenced by Ford's legal troubles. However, insiders say professional tensions had been building for some time, especially as Davis faced increasing pressure to maintain his superstar status.
So he's been detained, he's been arrested, and he's been in jail ever since. And you hear his partner, longtime partner, training partner, and his assistant trainer, Coach Kenny Ellis, and his fighters, you know, they keep saying free Coach Calvin, so on and so forth. If you don't know the backstory and the history of Coach Calvin Ford, you look at the show The Wire, and he's one of the characters on The Wire.
Before his fight with Lamont Roach Jr., Tank Davis addressed rumors about problems with his longtime coach, Calvin Ford, assuring fans that everything was fine. But during the match, Davis was caught yelling at Ford, suggesting that tensions between them might not be fully resolved.
I want to ask you that question on camera.
What?
I'm talking about family at this point. Because you pulled up with just somebody else. You didn't even pull up with your team you pulled up with. We ain't see Calvin. Yeah.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
I think he came a little late though. I spoke to him.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right, because
I just seen Calvin too. But that's another thing. Calvin is someone that he's like, when I ain't had no pops, Calvin was the person that you feel me, stepped in them shoes. So no matter if he's not my coach, anything like that, he's always gonna be in my life.
And that's why I said I would have asked that question off camera because I already know.
Yeah,
so I ain't, but you already cleared.
Yeah.
Despite their long history, tension has started to surface between Davis and Ford. While the exact details are unclear, insiders say disagreements over training methods and career decisions have led to conflict. These kinds of disputes aren't unusual in boxing, where the pressure to stay on top can put even the strongest relationships to the test.
Breaking between you guys not being, was there like kind of like a family fondness where?
No, he came to see me. Dad, slow down and worrying about you because, boom, he knows that I spend time with my amateurs. You know me, both of y'all know me very well.
Yeah.
Don't I spend time with my amateurs?
Yeah.
All the
the time. That's my peace. And he know when I go spend time with my peace, I'm going through things. You know what I'm saying? When he was there, at least I know where he was at. Because it was something that we didn't do. It was something that we normally do. Y'all with me? And it was good for us, to tell you the truth, because when I stepped back in the head biggest game and I haven't been there, it brought back so much memories. When we first started off, and him seeing all us working together, he was happy. And at the end of the day, what it's about, the fight.
During a live Instagram session, Davis spoke about the situation with his coach, saying, "I'll always respect Calvin for everything he's done for me, but sometimes you have to make tough decisions to move forward." He made it clear there was no bad blood. Ford echoed the same sentiment in an interview, explaining that parting ways was the best decision for both of them at this stage.
At DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin. You know what I mean? I got Calvin tatted on me. Calvin ain't going nowhere. Y'all don't even know Calvin for CCO. I know Calvin, you know what I mean? Y'all don't know? Calvin is Pops. He ain't going nowhere. I got that nigga tatted on me. This shit life. Loyalty over everything. You know?
In early January 2024, reports emerged that Calvin Ford had been arrested in Nevada on charges of assault with a deadly weapon. Baltimore police detained him, and he was awaiting transfer to Nevada to face the charges. Following Ford's arrest, Davis publicly announced that they were parting ways professionally. While expressing respect for his longtime coach, Davis emphasized the need to focus on his career and personal growth, stating, "I've always respected Calvin and everything he's done for me, but I have to do what's best for my team and myself."
Guy that you always say we gave him that star. I know you want to take it away. He got upset. His thoughts on Pitbull Ryo. What's your thoughts on that one? It still could be made. I think it's still marketable. Because some people say that Pitbull won. They saying that it was a robbery.
Nah, the guy clearly beat Pitbull. Pitbull knows it. It took a little bit of fire out of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, again, Pitbull had a nice little run doing what he's doing, you know. So right now we just figuring out who's next.
Do it add to the fire that Tank might go up and get the 140 strap against Ryo?
Like I said, anything is possible.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So we have some very, very unfortunate news that has broken. Hopefully it proves not to be true. And that involves Gervonta Tank Davis, undefeated 3-division world champion, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely acknowledged as the face of the sport of boxing, if not one of the faces. His longtime trainer, mentor, big brother, uncle, father figure, and Coach Calvin Ford. Now we know Coach Calvin Ford has been arrested recently. Over the past week, he has been arrested. And now more details are surfacing as he's still detained. And Coach Calvin is in some very hot water, according to these accusations, allegedly.
During Tank Davis's fight against Lamont Roach, trainer Calvin Ford noted that Davis didn't perform at the level expected. A key concern was his failure to capitalize on opportunities to dominate, which kept the fight more competitive than it should have been. Ford pointed out that Davis typically takes pleasure in breaking down his opponents rather than just going for the knockout, but this time, he wasn't as aggressive as usual.
It just went down. He just, like you said, it was, we looked at 3 rounds. Brian was called out, yo, I need 3. We got 1. I need 2. He got the 2, but he forgot where he was at. He thought he was still in the 8th round. He thought he still had rounds to go.
Thought he still had rounds to go. He thought he was in the 8th round.
He was good. We just couldn't figure out why he wouldn't pick it up.
At a recent press conference, Calvin Ford addressed Davis's frustrations, saying they were normal for a young fighter seeking more independence and a better understanding of the business side of boxing. He emphasized that their core team, including Al Heyman, played a major role in Davis's career decisions. Ford also reassured that any issues with Mayweather weren't serious enough to disrupt their plans.
And both of them guys was there. When we shot off at Selena, what I'm saying? He said, nah, I ain't messing with youngin. And I said that when we first turned pro with Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't messing with him. You know what I'm saying? And as he seen Tank getting better, you know, they said, nah, I don't want to do that. You know, so again, Romo is one of them big fours. He was one of them guys in that 135. Saying, so he's supposed to be where he's at, you know, so that's the luck of things that he did to get back where he at.
Davis has always expressed deep gratitude for Calvin Ford, acknowledging him as a major influence in both his life and career. He has openly stated that without Ford's guidance, he wouldn't be where he is today. In one interview, he even shared that he used to sleep outside Ford's gym, waiting for it to open, highlighting the dedication and bond they shared.
What does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then he's one of the guys that held a lot of this, like, this whole family together. Him with Kenny, but for sure, like, them two, they held the whole camp together, for sure.
Wouldn't be here without him? Would you say that? Without Calvin?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be here without him. Just off of the fact of when I was coming to the gym, I was getting that love that I ain't have at home type stuff. So it was always like, Calvin, saying I walked through the gym, Calvin, like, looking for him type stuff.
He told me he used to come to the gym, you'd be outside, sleep in front of the gym, in front of the door.
Yeah, I used to run from I go to school, and then from school, I go straight to the gym, don't tell my grandma or nothing. Just go straight to the gym. And the gym was closed. The gym didn't even, I used to get out of school probably 3 o'clock, and the gym didn't open till like 4:30. I'd just be outside just sleeping on the front of the gym. Just waiting.
Ford has been a constant presence in Davis's life since his teenage years, guiding him through both boxing and personal struggles. More than just a trainer, he became a father figure and mentor, providing the stability and support that helped shape Davis's journey.
Watching him in camp, it scares me. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that he's doing and his maturity, how would you say them great ones that can read the field real good. So when he get in that ring, I watch him listen to people's conversation, listen to what's going on, and he's real focused.
Calvin Ford has always understood Tank Davis's mindset, knowing exactly how to push him to perform at his best. This strong connection has been a key factor in Davis's success, with Ford emphasizing their deep mutual understanding in training. However, in his recent fight against Lamont Roach, Davis seemed distracted and lacked his usual sharpness. Observers noted that without Ford's presence, he appeared less engaged, leading to a performance that didn't meet his usual high standards.
Wasn't up to his usual standard.
Just did. He got off the canvas once. It ain't about the dub with me. It's about you got that will against will. I don't know. I know I can. I ain't pushed no buttons with Tank yet. I came from a different beast. I understand what we got to go against every time we get in there. That square box of lunch is serious. So when I talk to him, he know what I'm talking about. Let's see. April 22nd. Ron. Deal with it.